making it very, very fucking clear to you guys, just because somebody demands something of you, a woman specifically, and because you love her and you care for her and you want to make her happy, because why wouldn't you? You love this woman. She's beautiful. She's kind to you. They always are, like early on. The question is whether or not you can get that over 10 or 20 years of your life with her. She's beautiful. She's kind. She's sweet. She does all that shit that you like upstairs, sort of stuff. But you will more often than not get punished over the long term, giving her more, getting less in return, giving her exactly what she wants. Not living with her gives you an element of frame control that you cannot exercise living with a woman. She misbehaves, she throws a tantrum, has a hissy fit. You're talking to her. You spin around 180 degrees in that direction, and then you proceed to walk that way to your house. Or you just open the door and say, you can leave now, and she can leave your house, sort of thing. You're going to have to be a little bit of an asshole when it comes to your relationships with chicks. Guys, I wish buying her chocolates and flowers and taking her dancing to the fucking, the dance club. I wish being polite to her and opening her car door and telling her she looks pretty in that fucking dress, even though she's fat. I wish that all of these things that we've been told to do for women actually worked on women, but they don't. They don't. And that's how you end up in a situation like in this, 3-minute, 55-second scene between Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston from The Breakup. Most guys will get there. Most guys that think that, oh, I can save her. I know something. Even I read Rich's book, or I watched 2 of his fucking videos or something like that, and I get it now. No, you too will probably get fucked like that later on down the road. I'm sorry to tell you this. If you're going to deal with chicks over a long-term basis in this modern world today where we're living in, you need to understand the environmental factors that you're fucking operating with, because the odds are stacked up against you. I do not know. I can count on one hand. I know hundreds of fucking people intimately. I can count on one fucking hand, probably a few fingers even, the guys that I know that are in a healthy, productive, long-term committed relationship, living with a chick, that are fucking happy, where she treats him well. They love each other into perpetuity. Like they're into this state of like bliss sort of thing. Like I talked about in the first book. They've surveyed people on this over 8-point-something years, and less than 3% of the people surveyed live in a state of bliss, which isn't that what we're sold is supposed to be where you're at in a long-term relationship when you commit to each other? Isn't that what, you're supposed to get as a reward for abandoning all of the other options that you might have so she can claim you and now you live together? Isn't that supposed to be the reward, is bliss? But only 3%? The other 97% are what? They're fucked? They're living like that, like we just watched? People show up, they come over for the, for the dinner party. Watch the whole movie. It's hilarious. People show up, they come over for the dinner party. Maybe there's some tension in the air between, the two of you, but you play it off real fucking well in front of the other people. And they leave and they're like, they're such an amazing couple. I'm envious of them. And then when the door closes and he sits his ass down on the couch, and then she goes in the living room and goes, I'm going to do the dishes. Okay, do the dishes. Well, it'd be nice if you offered to help to do the dishes. I'll do them later. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Why can't I relax for a little bit? Well, it's not about the dishes. It's about you wanting to volunteer to, you saw how the whole thing sort of goes from there, right? And that's how it goes. Women today don't know how to be nice to a guy. They just don't. Everything, social influences, media, Hollywood, music, songs, their friends, Cosmo, sitting around getting smashed over, wine and stuff like that, tells them to fucking basically treat most guys like a bag of shit, to shit test you, to see if you're competent enough. And there's not enough of guys out there that are willing to look a woman square in the eyes and just be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Most guys aren't willing to do that. You're going to have to be a little mean in a relationship if you're going to maintain frame. It's just the way it is. I mean, if you're paying for the rent and you furnish the fucking apartment and you bought all the food and all that sort of stuff, utilities are paid, you turn on the hot water, the shower's hot, there's gas in the car when you need to go out somewhere and do something, cool your jets. Put the dishes in the dishwasher. Like, shut the fuck up. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.